Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and for any of you Acheron mains out there looking for a Lightcone for her, this is a really good alternative. It's a 4-star limited Lightcone appearing on Topaz and Nambi, as well as Robin's limited Lightcone banner. Don't pull for Lightcones just because you want the 4 stars. It's just a nice topping on the side. I think this is an excellent Lightcone, and let me talk about it as well, even at Super in position 1. So you just need one copy. Boundless Choreo, it has the same base attack as a lot of the other Nihility Lightcones, 4-star Lightcones in the game, so I won't elaborate too much on the base stats. But what makes this Lightcone so good is its ability here. Increases wearer's crit rate by 8%. As we know, Nihility Lightcones don't really have crit rate, crit damage in them across the board. This is probably one of the special ones that are currently 4 stars. You don't have to get like a limited Lightcone for it. Wearer deals 24% more crit damage to enemies that are currently defense reduced or slowed. Most of the times you'll be running her with either Weld, Pella, or some sort of Black Swan and the like. Chances are they're going to be defense reduced or slowed. If you're looking for defense reduce and you don't have naturally, you can always use Resolution Shines as Pearls of Sweat, the one with Lucre on it that gives debuffs on the enemy of defense shredding as well. So very strong Lightcone plays into an overall kit. The only thing this doesn't do, of course, is gives debuffs on the Lightcone, unlike her signature Lightcone, Acheron signature Lightcone, or Kafka's Lightcone applying like debuffs on the enemy. So there's like a slight downside, but at least you get a lot of the damage requirements back. If you are a free-to-play player looking for a Lightcone, I think this is very attractive. Now I'm just going to switch into the game engine and share with you why. But before we do that, I just want to say that this Lightcone, 4-star Lightcone Boundless Choreo, is only available in the Stellar Warp in 2.3 and will not be available in the Departure Warp, which I believe is like the standard free-to-play Lightcones or the standard banner in my opinion. So it's like a limited 4-star Lightcone. So now switching into the game engine, as we know, Acheron, any of you Acheron mains out there, Good Night Sleep Well as Super in position 5 probably is one of the better alternatives, but then again this is also very expensive to get. It's not a rate up as well, and this damage increase doesn't give her the crit that she also wants to have. I think that this is a really good alternative because let's say at Super in position 1 you have 8% crit plus 24% crit damage. That's already a 40% CV at Super in position 1, whereas if you see at Super in position 1 for Good Night Sleep Well, 12% times 3, this is a 36 damage increase only. Of course at Super in position 5 this goes up to 72%, but we need to see what the multipliers look like for the other Lightcone. But then again, of course, your Good Night Sleep Well is more general, can be used on anyone. So if you already have this at high super impositions, don't feel too stressed. This is definitely a much more general Lightcone for Nihility characters in general. But for Acheron, you don't really have much choice. If you don't use, for example, a signature along the Passing Shore, you don't use Patience is all you need for the 5-star stats. Resolution Shines at Pearls of Sweat comes a bit far, and Good Night Sleep Well, of course, comes a bit closer to the signature Lightcone as well. You don't have really too much alternatives, so I really like this new 4-star Lightcone, and if you're an Acheron main, consider it. We share our thoughts in terms of whether you really want the Lightcone for Robin as well. Check out the video that we have for Robin. Otherwise, you can check out the Topaz and Nambi Lightcone video. We talked about that before. The same logic will still stand. Anyways guys, just a quick video from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next video.